time you start that up, I always think it's somebody joining.
I know. All right.
Yeah.
That being said, are you ready?
Yeah.
To go into the role
All
play.
right.
You can go ahead and start. 'Cause I know you're gonna give an exposition.
Don't torture me, Ken. Quote unquote.
Uh, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts: Dawn of Fractured Memory. Last we left off, the party decided to. Oh God, let's see if I can remember entirely what all happened. Oh yeah, the party ran into a Keyblade wielder from the past named Argus. After calming down quite a bit, Argus revealed that he came from not just the past, but so far in the past that it predated the Keyblade War itself. The party then decided to spend some time with Argus, making sure that he calmed down and kind of adjusted to everything that was going on, all the while learning a little bit more about the world that he came from, Daybreak Town, and the era that, in metagame terms, the era of Union Cross. After spending the night, both Isui and Ken had very wild dreams of different aspects, and then later woke up to the sound of a horrifying shudder. They then realized that another rift had opened in Radiant Garden in the old Heartless Castle. After making their way over, something happened, and not only the memories of certain people, but also half of the castle itself changed to and altered. Memories of some people remember it now as the castle that once belonged to Organization 13. Others remember it as it was the Castle of the Heartless. After making their way in, they were then confronted by two very mysterious individuals. One in a helmet and the other in a robe. The two didn't introduce themselves as of yet, but the one in the helmet did leave a clue saying that he was Darkness. After they vanished, the players then made their way in the castle to solve the puzzles to make their way to the rift, where they now reconfront the man in the robe, where we are now. So, you guys have just... Yeah, you guys had just walked in after solving the various puzzles in the castle, and you now make your way to an open room with tall concrete-ish walls and a balcony-ish that's in front of you. And on that balcony, you see the robed fellow that you guys ran into earlier. Well, I must say that went a little quicker than expected.
We expect, we're not idiots.
Oh Lord, it's you again.
Quite. I just realized we never really had a proper introduction before. You see that the robed man starts to rise from the air, from where he was standing on the balcony, and sort of floats his way down to right in front of you. The name is Mordred Pendragon.
Who?
I am one of the, at this point, few members of, well, that's what I would like to call the Cult of Shadows.
Go on.
Ken, you see Mordred looks to you and he's like, what, do you think I'm gonna explain all of our secrets?
Man, I was actually gonna get into like, I thought you were gonna get into like who you are or maybe where you came from. So then I can send you back to where you did. So yeah, you know, it'd be funny if you did.
You all think you all wish to know my past, yet you have met someone from it. How humorous.
She
What's he talking about?
she referring to Argus?
What? No. What? Who the hell is Argus? No,
So-
no.
Yeah, Ken. Who the hell is Argus? I don't know who the hell you're talking about. Sorry. My friend's weird.
Huh?
Go
Don't blame this on me. This was your doing.
on.
You said Argus.
Go on, sir.
No, the one I'm referring to is the wizard that happens to reside in this world.
Yensid?
Radiant Garden. He just looks to you and he's like, "You really are stupid."
Well, you said wizard. You know how many wizards there are in
I
this
nudge his
entire...
arm. I nudge Ken's arm. I whisper, Merlin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well,
What? I thought you knew already.
Well, Yensid does help, but no, still, I thought he meant like.
There's only 2 wizards. You.
And they both happen to look exactly the same.
Focus. He's right there.
Oh my god, I'm not having this conversation with you. Anyway,
Anyway,
what do you want with Merlin?
Mordred looks to you all and he's like, him alongside one of my more annoying relatives took what was rightfully mine, and I will eventually reclaim it.
And what would that be?
Oh, how well do you know these worlds?
Pretty well.
I feel. Well, actually.
I just realized my mic wasn't down.
I can still hear you good. Anyway, Mordred just kind of chuckles and he's like, even those who claim to be workers of the light still hide secrets from their fellows.
I don't know what you might be referring to.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Did you ever occur to wonder where Merlin originally came from?
He's from here.
I always thought he came from here. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's where he always resided.
Oh, you poor souls. And just as he kind of says that, you then kind of get a feeling, and it's not like he vanishes in front of you, but suddenly you can just feel that he's just like right behind you walking around.
Huh.
It's true that that pesky wizard has resided here for... I'm not entirely certain how long. But this is not where he truly once lived.
Where?
And why should we believe you? For all you know, you could be for all we know, you could just be spouting us all of this just for like a diversion or something like that.
Perhaps not. But still, I will say that the rest of the cult, along with myself, are trying to restore the balance that you Seekers of Light so graciously tipped out of scale.
We didn't do anything. You guys did that. With all your darkness, I'm gonna shroud the world in darkness.
Yeah, that
was all you.
That fell on you. Yeah.
We had nothing to do with it.
You see, after you kind of get the feeling that he was behind you, as he keeps talking, you kind of get the feeling that for some reason he just kind of places himself in various locations as he's talking, like as he's going. True, moments of darkness have escalated, but think of this. In every battle between darkness and light, who is the actual winner?
Well, light, of course.
And with each success that the Warriors of Light have earned, each success also tips the scales of balance to their favor. Each time they win, the members of Darkness, like myself and that wretched Keyblade wielder Vanitas, have to resort to much more drastic measures to try and rebalance said scales.
All you want to do is just, again, shroud the world in darkness, and us conquering over you guys is not us tipping the scales in any way. We just try to stop you from tipping the scale by spreading darkness everywhere. Yeah, we're not trying to spread light everywhere. We're just trying to prevent the darkness from trying to take everything over, tipping the scales. So, you know.
For someone who preaches about balance, you sure are tipping the scales out of balance.
Nice one, Isui. I'm pretty sure you came up with that one in your pocket.
Fist bump.
Fist bump. Yeah. Fist bump.
Mordred kind of chuckles and he goes, and I assume you're basing this off of a previous Seeker of Darkness. What was his name? Ah, yes. Xehanort. While true, his methods were, for the lack of better terms, crude.
You can tell me to say that again.
His mind, for many years, was corrupted by darkness, to the point where even it did overtake him, yes. But myself and other members of the Brotherhood actually control the darkness. You see, he kind of waves his hand a little bit, and right next to him, you see two Soldier Heartless appear at his side. And then, for an instant, and then with another flick of his hand, they disappear once again.
So you've been causing the rifts?
Oh no, not myself in particular, but I will say that these rifts do hold some definition to our meanings.
What exactly do you want? Why do you want to just spread the Heartless everywhere? Like, what is the purpose? We're just, you're, again, tipping the scales. You're the one preaching, again, as Isui said, you're preaching about tipping the scales, but with you spreading the Heartless, devouring everybody, trying to devour everybody in darkness, you are voluntarily making the scales tip. You're actively doing this. So why? What could be the purpose of you doing, such things?
Isui's like 10 feet away, giggling to herself, and says, Tip.
God! Isui, what do you know about Tip?
Sorry. I walk back.
Mordred kind of sighs and he's like, "Oh, you poor, simple-minded peasant. In order for one to try and face an opponent of great power, one must attain a great power equal or greater to their rival. In order to rebalance the scales to tip, the darkness must attain enough power to try and counter against the light."
Aren't you guys strong enough already? Don't you guys have enough strength? I mean, look at Xehanort. He spent decades, just taking down a lot of people. I don't know much about him, but I just know that he was really, really strong. So, I mean,
Well, it is true that in his own ways, Zane did have a certain strength as a seeker of darkness, but that strength wasn't necessarily within his darkness.
where could it have come from?
What do you truly know about Xehanort?
Not much, honestly.
Well, aside from being an excellent Keyblade wielder, he was in fact a brilliant strategist.
That old geezer, strategist. Give me a break.
Go figure that one.
If I recall, some of his plans did have to change, but overall, they did manage to succeed in one way or another. He did forge... Oh, what was that ridiculous thing?
The key.
Yes, the Keyblade. The only weapon that was able to access Kingdom Hearts. Now tell me, was it just pure luck? Or did you, Seekers of Light, actually end up falling into his trap when he attained the Keyblade?
Of course, some of us did, because, the Keyblade is the most powerful Keyblade in the world. Keyblade, not Keyblade.
What?
So you see my point. Whether things worked in his favor or not, Xehanort's true power was not within darkness, nor was it in his techniques as a Keyblade wielder, but it was in his mind.
You see, I agree with that, but it's just so hard to think about that, because the original Organization 13, the real plan that he originally had, went to nothing when some of his subjects ended up, thinking for themselves. He did not take that into accord. He should have known that. But
Perhaps not. But as the organization was a faction of his own creation, we, as the Cult of Shadows, are much more different.
How so?
our true power does rely on darkness. While true, some of us may have a devious mind, some of us may have a good amount of physical prowess. Our true power and our true master is darkness in itself. One that will put a let's just say one that will put a bit of a grim fate on the rest of you if you interfere.
So, why tell us all of this? Like, what makes you think? Like, what in what world do you believe that we are just gonna sit here and let you run over everything just because you say it might bring balance?
Yeah, why?
How can we believe you?
Why show your cards?
Shut up, piece of me.
Shut up, Ken. Focus.
Mordred starts chuckling again, and then it starts to turn into a very hearty laugh. He jumps back into the air and lands on the balcony once again. I never said these were all the cards I had on the table, but let's just say this is a warning for most of you. Just right next to him, you then see what appears to be a dark corridor, but something about it is a little off. And you do see a figure in a black hood appear right next to Mordred. He turns, the figure turns to Mordred and he's like, "You're taking too damn long. Let's just get this over with."
Wait, I have one last question.
Mordred turns to you and, alright, go on.
Oh, no, you go ahead. Sorry.
Mordred just basically turns to you in, or actually first he looks to the figure and he's like, "Patience, my friends. If they advance, they will perish soon enough." He then turns to you as you say your thing.
Okay. And I say, if you are truly serious about bringing balance to everything, then why not work with the light in tandem with? Like, why don't you just work with the light to bring balance to it? Like, work with the guardians of the light to help maintain that balance instead of just trying to work under your own agenda and just spreading it willy-nilly. We can come up with some sort of, plan, at least, so be more organized instead of with this, and that way people won't have to get hurt in the process.
Mordred kind of smiles and he's like, "You think we're disorganized in our methods? I will say that your argument may be backed by some standard. However, there's never been a moment where darkness and light have ever worked together in recorded history."
Make it happen then. We don't have to always be defined by the history of everything.
You see the hooded figure looks to Mordred and he's like, "These clowns knew?" Mordred looks to the figure and he's like, "Unfortunately, yes. However, they will do for now." He then looks to you and he's like, "Our conversation here is done.
can't even answer that, can you? What was I thinking, even bothering with the conversation? You know, while we're here, we can just defeat you now.
Defeating us out now wouldn't provide you answers.
Who says anything about answers? All I care about is just restoring balance the right way.
Every seeker holds something that they need to answer. A reasoning for a massacre, or perhaps the key to unlocking something they've lost. With that, you see a dark portal appears behind Mordred and the figure, and they go.
I'm gonna go after it.
All right. How are you gonna go after him?
I'm gonna run and be like, I'm gonna spawn my Keyblade and be like, wait! I'm gonna run and try to hit him with it.
All right. Just before you do, you see that the figure moves in a flash as your Keyblade's about ready to strike down on Mordred. The hooded figure appears in front of you with his weapon drawn. It looks to be a 3-sectioned staff.
Shit.
I reach out my hand, all dramatic and anime-like. I'm like, Ken, no! I summon my Keyblade.
Right. That being said, Ken, you land back down on the ground. The figure goes, he's arrogant. I like him. Mordred looks to him and he's like, if they survive, you'll have your chance to fight them later. In the meantime, we have other things to attend to, so why not enjoy playing with our toys? You see the both of them reach their hands out, and you see before you something, actually 2 things start to appear. One looks to be a massive Heartless.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what the oh, come on, you
One would even say swole.
Buff
Oh,
boy.
that's right. Okay, yeah, you see a massive Heartless who's, more, bulkier in the torso region than its feet. If anything, its feet look pretty pity, but you also see that its face almost looks as if it's hidden behind tendril-like hair and glowing yellow eyes. Alongside this Heartless is another nobody. In fact, where the hell? Sorry, I'm trying to find something, but
You're good.
Take your time. Yeah, take your time.
here we go. Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ, that's annoying to figure out how long that took. All right, yeah, we can say that. All right. The nobody looks. It doesn't look humane in any circumstances. It looks very spiky and very draconic to a sense.
Ooh.
That being said, to move a couple of things.
I'll get that
You see-
initiative ready.
Yeah, you see Mordred look to you and he's like, if you survive, maybe you'll find the answers that some of you seek. Or
Coward.
not. Never attempt yourself in darkness without knowing its full extent, my friend. With that, the 2 of them vanish, and you will need to roll initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Oh! Oh my gosh, it's the map. Oh lord, my HP
Map?
is still low.
Wait, hang on. Wait, what map? Okay, my HP isn't too bad.
I'm
Oh my god!
What is this?
I'm
Oh
at
my
a,
god, we're actually fighting Darkseid? I was kidding back then. Hang on, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Ah, shit.
Rule number 2: never give the DM ideas.
Fucking hell, god damn it. I hope it's at least debuffed a little bit.
Well, yeah, I'm debuffing it. You think I'm gonna give you a fully powered?
Oh.
Alright, and I will say, I will be having Crystalina and Asta's character fighting alongside you because, I mean, 2 people against the dark side and a
Here,
dragoon.
one of us can play one of the characters. Since I have Crystalina's character sheet on my thing, I can play as Crystalina if you want, so there can be less strain on you.
That actually would work, and Carlo, do you want to run with Asta's character as
sure,
well,
yeah.
or do you want me to run that?
I can handle
All right,
Asta.
let me do that.
Because we want you to get them enemies all situated.
Okay, yeah, that does give me a little bit. So let me share her character sheet with you as soon as this loads.
Asta, not Asta. Fuck. Isui. They're two. Isui, you ready for some shit?
Are you ready for some shit? Because I'm always
I
ready.
need to.
I am always ready as well.
You stole my
Players'
line!
journals.
What do you mean I stole your line?
It was my line.
I said the same thing that you said.
Exactly.
Where the heck's
I was agreeing with you.
But I said it first.
Oh,
Isui, you
Okay.
are one fickle
There we
woman.
go. All right, let me know if that worked.
I see Asta's. Oh wait, I can't
All right, rockin'.
access her character sheet. I just see bio and info.
God damn it. All right, give me 1 sec. Editing control by my thing. There we go.
There we
That
go.
should do it.
Yep.
Oh god, Crystallina's health is super low.
All right. Oh yeah, and then I need to do. Then I need to do one for Crystalina. And I think I need to do one for Asta too. Alright, where, oh. Isui's is 12. Crystalina. Yeah, let's do one for Asta, and...
Wait, did I roll my initial? Oh shit, hang on,
No, you
my
didn't.
bad. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Did I do good? Oh, damn it.
Asta got a 10.
Oh, sucks.
Okay.
It'd be like that sometimes.
And then Angel, what did you roll for
I
Crystalina?
rolled. For Crystalina, it is. Let me
Yeah.
click on her token.
Roll for.
My god!
Oh
Damn,
Jesus.
everybody got bad rolls today.
Except for the dark side.
Except for the dark side.
Oh,
Of course,
God.
because the dark side is
And then the Dragoon. 6. Okay, so it's not too bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty bad.
Okay, could be worse.
Uh-oh.
Let me double check one thing though.
Oh, I'm going second? Hey, let's go.
Shush,
Yeah,
Isui.
Okay.
Listen! I have very little to get excited about.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that being said, Darkseid is going to take his turn. And he is going to run a... You know what, actually, let me... He is going to do a slam attack. on. And he's gonna do a slam attack on Crystalina.
Oh, hooray.
11 to hit.
11 to hit. That does not hit.
Alright, so he's then gonna do Frightful Presence. So that means everyone within 60 feet makes a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Right, so
Let me see if.
I think that's everyone.
fucking damn it.
Oh damn. I thought. Oh man, I thought barbarians couldn't be frightened, but guess that's not till later.
Alright, so wisdom save, you said.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Alright. I will save my. Oh crap. I will save my wisdom.
Save your wisdom.
Oh.
No,
shit.
I got a 9!
Oh, shit.
And then for us,
Crystalina. We got.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
she's better at
Oh,
she's
damn.
better at wisdom than I am. So yeah,
Okay.
that's Crystalina.
Alright, Crystalina's the only one that succeeded.
Oh my god.
Everyone else just freaking panics.
Oh god.
God.
Do you see the size of that thing?
We take 15 million damage, instant
No,
death.
no, but you guys are frightened from this thing.
Right?
And you guys can redo the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. That being said, Isu,
Alright. So I think. I'm not sure if this is the last fight we're gonna get before a long rest, but.
I hope so.
Yeah.
These are two mini. This is like a mini boss plus a boss. So
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so.
Alright, so here's the move. I'm gonna cast Bless on Crystalina. I almost called him Leon, Jesus. Crystalina.
My characters are all have the same name basically.
Crystalina can and Asta get Bless, so that's a D4 on attacks and saves.
Oh, thank fuck. I need to find a story way to do hex as well, so we can all get an extra d6 as well.
So I sort of raise
yeah.
my Keyblade in the air, sort of beam of light attaches itself to all three of my friends. I'm like, alright, alright, go! I had to come up with something cool to say there, and I fucked it up. I'm gonna back up.
Oh, Isui, you're too cute.
Ah! I run away in shame. Over here. That's it.
alright,
Op attack.
alright, that's the end of your turn, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Alright, it's then Asta's turn. Carlo, I think that's still you.
Yeah. So I
You thought you were done?
Yeah, I can't move.
Oh god, actually, this actually kind of plays perfect because it goes Heartless, Carlo twice, the Nobody, and then Angel twice.
Hey. I can't move.
Wow, you know, yeah.
Token.
That actually plays really well.
I can't move her token.
You can't?
Nah. I think you gotta.
Huh.
Can I move Crystalina's token? Yes, I can. Okay.
Okay, let me double check something here. No, you should be able to control it completely.
Let's just say for the purposes of this. Oh God, what's going on?
All right, just give me a ping of where you want to try and put Asta.
All right, we're gonna put her right here. She's the barbarian, and she's
All right.
tanky, as barbarians do. And then,
Don't get her killed.
well, I'm not gonna get her killed, obviously, but she's a barbarian. What do you want me to say? I would like to rage.
Oh.
Rage. And then we're gonna smack.
Smack a dark side. Oh, doggy, yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
So that's 5 plus 2 from the rage, so 7 slashing.
7. Alright, and then I think Asta is still also frightened. Oh yeah, you didn't. We can retcon that, and you can roll for both Isui and Asta right now.
Oh yeah. Or do you want
for
me
the
to...
wisdom?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Retcons are not out of place for Kingdom Hearts, so it's fine.
No. No.
Here's Isui.
That'll make it.
Hey.
It matches, so I'm just gonna say that makes it for now.
Alright, here's Asta. Ah, shit.
Asta's still frightened, so she's gotta back up.
Oh,
No.
Lord.
Afterwards. Yeah, it's,
If I get her character killed, I'll feel so bad.
Dies.
Alright, so, yeah, Asta's gotta back up with the rest of her movement speed, so where are you gonna ping her?
Oh shit, she's gonna get an op attack.
You can. Oh shit. Oh yeah. No. God damn it. No.
No.
I was about to say. Hey, you could just Zephyr Strike out of there, but oh.
She's not a spellcaster. Okay.
No.
Let's move her back 5 feet. What's the worst that can happen?
I wouldn't. Okay.
I mean, cause she's still high on HP, so.
I still wouldn't move her. I would be like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here. I'm
Oh
comfortable.
fuck, she's at 1 HP.
Oh shit!
Oh
my God.
no.
No, wait, no, it's halved.
Oh
she's
yeah,
raging.
bludgeoning is half, so it's
Yeah, so you take 7.
So 16 minus 7 is
What?
9.
Damn.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank God for rage.
Okay, hell yeah.
Wow.
Roz, I'm sorry for almost killing your
I'm
character.
sorry, Roz.
I'm gonna type that in the Discord soon.
Roz, no. Wait, no.
Alright, that being said, it is time for Le Dragoon.
The Dragoon?
Le Dragoon, which is going to make it's gonna make its way forward towards Ken.
Ah, fuck.
And
Okay.
Then go in for an attack.
He's gonna leap into the air with a spear, like Sid in Final.
He is gonna stab. He is gonna try and stab you with. Why are you doing that? Did I
With a
auto roll?
The auto damage.
First off, the 6. Yeah,
the
I
16
don't.
hit.
Yeah, it does.
Defender gets the win, so no, it does not hit.
Yeah. Oh. Damn you. Okay.
Yeah.
Why do I have you at auto? You know what? No, I'm just gonna deal. Crystalina's up.
Alright, got you. So, can you, okay, is it possible to stack blesses on top of one another? Like, if you get, like, D4, you can get, like, a D8?
I don't think
Is that
that's how the spell
I don't think-
works.
It would be fun.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't. This considering this is Kingdom Hearts and not like Final Fantasy, I'm gonna say no.
Damn it. I would like a...
It's like trying to stack arrow. It's like trying to stack arrow in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Wow. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm just going to, first I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike. I didn't even know she had this until I looked into everything.
Yeah, I was in control. I put in the spells for her because I wasn't sure what she would use, and she was more than willing to switch them out, but I guess she didn't. So everyone's got the Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's so good.
That is okay,
It is.
so
Alright.
what is it again? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna move in. So what is okay? And I'm gonna pretend I'm Crystalina. Isui. Which should I hit first?
Oh shit.
Why
Focus on the. Sorry.
big guy or small dragoon?
Focusing. Go for the big guy because we can all gang up on the little guy later.
Okay.
Because he's
You're acting
littler.
kind of odd, Eastly.
Sorry. Heat of battle.
Sure. Alright, Keyblade attack.
That will hit. Roll damage. Cheevers.
1d4, right?
Two attacks.
No,
What?
no, Zephyr Strike's 1d8.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 1d8. Alright, plus the extra d4 that Bless gives, right?
Bless is
Yeah.
for attacks and saves, I think.
Wait, hang on, let me see. Let me go back to the Bless.
Makes an attack roll. Yeah, no, it is.
Oh.
You can add it to an attack. So you get a d8 and a d4. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah! A d8
my
and
God.
d4.
Oh shit, sorry.
What'd you do?
I clicked a button!
Oh
Alright.
my god. Okay, 7.
Damn, how
So
did they
it's
both
9
end up
total.
getting 1?
Stop rolling ones.
God damn
Oh
it.
my god. Alright, and Crystallina's not frightened, so she doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah. I think, what else is left to do? I don't think there's anything else to do.
Nah.
Alright.
I know I actually never mentioned this before, in terms of your subclasses. Funny enough, you guys chose the same subclass, so that kind of makes this interesting. So, I know I wrote it in the Discord before, but, kind of like in, Birth by Sleep, command styles aren't just something that continuously stay on you, and I did say they could be activated on a bonus action, because they didn't say when you can activate command styles, they said when you can, like, disengage command styles, so I was like, you know what, let's just make it the same situation. Activate them on a bonus, deactivate them on a bonus.
Okay. How long do they stay, though?
It's purely concentration, so until you dispel it or until you're unconscious.
Oh. Okay, awesome. Alright. My turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Instant.
got some shit.
Do it!
What is this? Is this, bonus action? Okay. I'm not gonna do that now. Or should I? Or shan't I? It's what? 1d... 2d... Oh. Oh, sorry.
Oh, are you bringing out your...
No, I'm looking at a thing.
No one heard that. Good.
6? Zephyr Strike is 1d8 first damage. Okay. So, I'll go with, I'm gonna go with a bonus action Zephyr Strike as well.
Hey.
Yeah.
A D8 and a D4, damn you guys.
I was planning on doing Hex, but I couldn't think of a good story way of doing it, and I don't want to do the whole taking over thing, because then it's just gonna get old. But,
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Alright, and now that we got the Zephyr Strike, I'm gonna go up and go in for an attack against the the dragon.
The Dragoon,
Yeah.
Smack him.
It's a 15. I don't know why that's advantage.
That will not hit.
Okay, well then that's it for me. And I have nothing else. Alright. Damn it.
And a reminder, you are still frightened, so you will have to back away and make the saving throw again.
Alright. How far do I back away?
Just as long as you back away, I'd say. And-
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's frightened. No, it's frightened at the freaking dark side, not the Dragoon. So, I guess you're fine in that case. Never mind.
Okay.
Still, make the saving throw.
Alright. Shit. Am I on the right one? Yes, okay. Damn it!
Yeah, no, that won't do it.
Alright,
Alright.
yeah.
Back to the dark side. it is going to... Let's see. First off, it is going to... Let's see, what do I want to do now? Now it is going to... Oh no, I can't do that, damn. Alright, let's see, what else is here? Okay. It is going to use Frightful Presence again, so... Wisdom saving throws, yet again.
What?
Actually, let's just say for the ones that aren't frightened, because I don't think double frightened works on anything. So
I think...
that'd be Crystallina. I think that's just Crystallina and Isui.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haha.
So two of you roll for Wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
both are frightened.
No.
I'm sorry.
That being said, it is now going to use a different attack on Isui. It is going to try and hit you with its... It's going to try and hit you with its Dark Ray.
Why do we have to go after the support characters, guys?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that hits.
Wow, you only get 4 necrotic though.
Not bad. I'm alive.
I'm... Well, these guys are... I will say, these guys are dumbed down a little bit, because at their OG stats, this would have sucked.
Fair enough.
Alright, Isui, it's back to your turn.
That goddamn piece of shit going after the support characters.
We're not a support character, you sweet, get out of
I
there.
casted Bless! I feel like that makes me a support character.
One time.
That makes me a support character. I can only do it once per day, asshole.
That is your favorite word, isn't it, Isui? I say.
You would know a lot about assholes, wouldn't you, Ken?
Of course you would.
Gee, Patrick, you would know a lot about stupid stuff. Okay. We're
Chocolate
gonna...
starfish.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run up towards the big bad, if I have permission to do so.
You do.
Okay, we're gonna smack at him.
Smack him.
I believe in you.
Natural 20!
Hey!
Damn! Okay.
Hell yeah!
Roll
You
to
get
hit.
you get critical. Well, not
Yeah.
moist critical, but you get critical damage.
Actually,
Not quite wet,
Just-
but... Oh, sorry.
also, does the bless also affect you? Because in that case, I'd say also roll 2d4.
I didn't... No, I think
Or-
Bless is 3 targets at first level.
Okay, not your stuff. Okay, so it's just the 17 damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
And also... We're gonna spend a spell point here.
Oh.
That's gonna be a con save, DC 12.
Oh, hello, Con. Okay, what does it got for Con? 14, it passes.
Damn it! Alright. Then bonus action, because I'm really low, I'm gonna eat a potion.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2, please. Hey, 7 points. That being said, you are frightened, so you gotta back up and make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm.
Alright.
Ah,
And also take attack of opportunity.
Ah, fuck. Alright, well. Here's the
Alright,
wisdom
so
save.
first off the attack. Oh, damn.
That hits. Yeah, I wouldn't have lived that if I
That's
didn't
gonna
get
hurt.
the potion.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And yeah, wisdom save.
Alright. Boom.
That does not save.
Ah. Alright.
So close. Alright, it is Asta's turn,
Alright.
which is still Carlo's turn.
Here's a moral question. Do you think...
no.
Okay, well, that's the answer. I don't know. I was I'm probably gonna use a potion here because she's really low, but I don't know if I should.
Will it save her life?
Yeah, because she's 9 out of 26.
Okay, then chug a
damn.
potion.
Yeah.
All right.
If it'll save her life.
We're gonna-
You don't want her to die while she's not here.
No, we don't. Hey,
This should be
double
pretty upset.
fours.
Hey, damn, Max.
We are back in action.
Max.
All right. So
Max
now,
freaking
Damn.
health on that. Holy hell.
A lot of health, man. Yep.
well, yeah, shit.
Dilemmas all the way everywhere.
To be fair, the dark side already used his reaction to op attack me, so
Help me.
we're gonna
Yes.
send Asta right back into the front lines, and we're gonna
should help.
have her smack him again.
Help me.
Smack him.
24
That'll hit. Roll damage.
plus 2 from rage. 12.
Plus 2 from rage and plus a d4 for bless.
It's a total 4. So
14. Damn.
Yeah. And she'll just back up.
Just back up. We can just kind of leave her token there for now.
Yeah. Wisdom.
No. Let's try. Okay. Dragoon's turn. What is Dragoon gonna do? Dragoon is gonna do a jump attack. So that's just basically Ken needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, guys, it was nice knowing you all.
Wait, dexterity saving throw? I'm good at those.
Yeah. Not good enough.
Oh.
Damn it.
You're just one off.
Ah!
But you
No.
only take 8 damage.
That's 8 more than I wanted to.
That being said, it is Crystalina's turn.
Alright, we got this. Alright, so is there okay, so since there's a bonus action, what's a bonus action? What is a bonus action?
What's in a bonus action?
I will say dizzying blow. Just roll one spell into a stunning strike. Alright, so you said okay, so a command style attack is bonus action, correct?
Activating the command style is a bonus action.
Alright, then alright, so she's going to cast Bless on Eastwee.
Oh, hey, hell yeah.
Hey!
We're gonna bring you in on this this D4 hype damage.
Not to mention, I think you could also, yeah, you can bless up to 3 creatures.
Well,
So
there's
you can also. You're just gonna stick with the one.
yeah, I don't think anyone else needs Bless unless I can freaking like staple it to the other ones that we have.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. What we're saving throw. Yeah, I'm just gonna say no for right now.
All right, yeah, so that'll be it for the Bless. And bonus action, we'll just say bonus action heal potion.
Bonus action, pop a potion.
Damn it! How does this already not set? Oh wait, it is already set. Okay, there we go. 7 heal.
Hey.
All right, and turn Shirioda. Okay, my turn is over.
All right. Crystalina is frightened, so you have to back her up and
Yeah.
make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right, so
The dark side already used his reaction, so you're good for now.
here, all right, so I'm going to go over here to the Dragoon because it'll not only make it, easier to like, fight against the same enemy, me and Ken, and also
as
it'll
long as
like.
you're away from. As long as you're away from the dark side, you're fine.
All right, cool. Yeah. She's gonna focus all of her attacks on her. All right.
Yeah. And wisdom saving throw.
Oh!
That's it. No longer frightened.
Yes.
All right. What is Ken gonna do?
Pretty well Ken. He gonna do some stuff. He gonna first of all bonus action potion.
Hey, look at that! Almost max.
Nice.
All right.
Almost max amount. Nice.
Nice. All right, and since we'll go with it. He's gonna activate his Keyblade Transformation.
Yeah.
Hey.
So he's gonna cast the no, not cast. I mean, freaking wrong character sheet, Crystalina. Get out of here. All right, and he's going to Lion Claws the hell out of this Dragoon.
Let's see. The Dragoon.
Damn it! I don't think I get any of them.
Both of them don't hit.
All right, since I have Zephyr Strike, I'm gonna use this one time to get another hit in.
Okay, roll the hit.
Come on, there it is. There's that boy.
That'll do it.
All right.
Do it. Roll that damage.
Damn, all that for 6 damage.
And then, well, no, remember you are still blessed, and
Oh,
do
yeah.
you still have Zephyr Strike on?
Oh yeah.
So that's another D8 and another D4.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 4, 6, 10, 14. Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay. Is there can you turn on the health bars for these monsters?
Oh shit, I didn't do that, did I? Okay. Boom, boom. And...
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
boom,
I didn't put a
boom.
dent in them.
He's my. Okay, this one's not.
Dang,
so
I
bad.
see. Yeah, this one. Yeah, you guys can handle that
Yeah,
one,
we
I
got
guess.
this. We got this.
Fucking hell. God damn, y'all got the easy one.
And then roll a wisdom saving throw for Ken.
Wisdom. Come on, Ken. You're not that smart, but you're smart. Oh, okay. You're the fucking.
Nope.
Oh man.
Alright.
Are you seriously sweet?
Alright,
you-
Dark Side is back.
God damn it.
And he is going... Okay, so Crystalina is the only one that's not frightened right now, so she's gonna have to do Frightful Presence. Roll Wisdom saving throw yet again.
Oh god.
Okay.
He's.
Hey, at least
This-
I'm not stacking this. I don't even know if you can stack Frightened.
Oh. Hey.
22. All right.
Shit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with the 2. I'm sorry, but I gotta be mean DM once in a while.
Wait, what happened? What'd you do?
She's just frightened again, don't worry.
Wait,
that being
didn't she pass?
You rolled... No, you rolled twice. The first one was a nat 1, the second one was a nat 20.
No, the 2 was the nat 1 was for me.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. Okay, never mind. Wreck on
Yeah.
that, she's fine.
Thank you. Was
We're getting crowd controlled. Oh my god.
alright. I think you can actually switch between the 2 characters whenever you do. Yeah, you can. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Alright,
switch every time I do it
so-
to avoid.
Darkside's gonna move a little forward and gonna slam Asta,
Oh god.
and that is gonna hit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is.
Hit her like a freight train.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Let's see. That being said, it's Isui's turn.
I believe in you.
I want to bring out my Keyblade Transformation, but now I realize that
Hey.
Do it.
a Loki doesn't do as much damage as Ken's Lion Claws, but
Damage is damage. Do it.
this is true. I wonder.
Is it?
Damage is damage.
This?
Is it stronger than your regular Keyblade?
It's about the same damage output, but it also has defensive capabilities. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
Yeah.
it's up
fuck
to you,
it.
man. I'm just the DM.
Fuck it.
Do it. I want to see.
We're gonna
Wait.
first of all drink a potion because I'm insanely low.
All right. Pop a potion time.
That's 7. That's also the amount of Horcruxes. And
Can you stop? Wrong series.
alright, so fuck it.
Was there ever a right series?
Good point. You got yelled.
Alright, so yeah, let's bring out the Keyblade Transformation here.
Hey, bring out that shield.
Alright. So we are gonna sort of point the Keyblade forward, and the blade part itself sort of dissipates into this white energy filled with just light and sort of goes inwards towards the handle. And the handle itself, there's sort of this metal part that juts out and forms like this heart-shaped shield. It's sort of light blue and has the silver lining sort of around the rim.
Mm.
This is the heart
Shiny.
of the ocean. And we're gonna
It's-
smack.
Hey.
It's fat. Okay.
Can you?
Sorry.
You always do this.
Alright. We're gonna move this direction so we can
Hit.
hit. Fuck.
It's
Nope.
goofy.
All that for a drop of blood. Okay. Fuck.
Okay.
Wait.
I believe in you.
Wait. Oh, never mind. Even if I max rolled my d4, it wouldn't hit because it's AC.
Yeah. Now, also, you are still frightened, so you know the drill.
Okay, I'm still within 5 feet, so I can.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna try and make an opportunity attack though.
Imagine I die the first round. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I go unconscious.
Damn. Okay, so Isui's down. Good news, you're not frightened anymore.
Oh.
Wait, Isui's down?
Yeah, I just went unconscious.
Isui is
No!
I just brought out the transformation.
That poor girl. You okay, Isui? I say it from across the room.
No response because she's on the floor.
Oh shit, I gotta go
It's
help.
Asta's turn though.
Okay, well.
Save her.
Listen.
Listen, Linda, listen.
If she doesn't attack things, she'll lose her rage, which is less damage output, right? So. We're going to smack.
Smack a Heartless.
22.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
8 plus 2.
8.
10.
Plus 1d4 from Bless.
I keep forgetting. Gosh. 14.
Damn, that is like steady damage. Holy hell.
Too good. Potion.
Hey, potion popper.
Alright.
And then Asta is also frightened, so back up and wisdom saving throw.
I can't control her token, but I will make a save.
Get a phoenix down and bring Isui back to life.
That's
Alright, where are you gonna ping her?
right here.
Okay, so just kind of like right next to.
Should I bring her over to y'all, or
Who? Isui?
should I bring Asta over to y'all?
No, you bring, just hit big boy. Hit big boy.
Okay,
I gotta like, we gotta deal with the Dragoon.
Okay, that's it for Asta.
Good news. Asta's not frightened anymore. Now it is the Dragoon's turn. He is going to... I'm gonna say he's gonna kind of glide over Ken a bit, so... Yeah, he's gonna glide over Ken a bit to reach this side here, so Crystalina can make an opportunity attack if she wants to.
Awesome. Damn.
That will hit. Roll damage, please.
DPS.
Damn.
Queen. Yes.
And
Alright,
58.
That being said, Ken, you're gonna get lanced.
Oh my god.
God.
9 damage. That's not too bad.
No, that's not too bad.
Are you still alive?
Yeah, I
he's
have.
still alive.
Yeah, I have 14 health. Well, I had 14 health.
Oh no.
But- No, I'm at. What am I at now?
5.
Minus. Oh shit.
Can I ask that you don't TP chaos? You know, just as sort of like a formal thing.
What was that?
Never mind.
I'm sorry. I have to be chaos.
I'm asking him not to TP chaos, but it's fine.
I am not. You think I want you guys to die right now?
Yeah, he's got tons
It's
of lore
just
drawn
a-
up for us.
it's
He doesn't
just-
want us to die
It's just a
already.
formality. It's just a formality, alright?
Yeah. See now, freaking.
Yeah.
No, not everybody wants to kill us.
You
or
have
kill-
to ask not to die. Alright?
Not everybody wants to kill their.
permission not to die.
Not everybody
You have
wants
to
to
ask
kill their
permission not to
characters,
die.
Carlo.
I never wanted it.
Alright. Crystalina's turn.
All right. Okay. So, okay. I guess she's gonna. Can she like go through and go to East Suite really quickly?
Yes.
Or if I were to give her a potion, actually, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to East Suite. Would that cause an opportunity attack though for anybody?
The Dragoon, no. The Dark Side, no. He already took opportunity attack, so you're fine.
All right, so he's going to go. She's gonna go over here. Take out one of East Suite's potions from her potion chest on her back. And give her to her.
Alright. Just shove a potion down Isui's throat. Excuse me.
Face hole. Alright, I got you. 2d4 plus 2. Chet, hang on. Why is this not?
You're
Okay.
good. 6.
Hey.
Alright, don't die again, Christina says.
Isui,
And-
you pop back up. Good news, you're not frightened. Bad
Huh.
news, you're almost dead.
Thank you, Crystalina. Crystalina, where are you going?
I'm going back to
Alright.
help Ken.
Speaking of Ken, it's your turn.
It's me! Um,
me.
Let's see. Wait, for Crystalina's bonus action, okay, no. For Crystalina's bonus action, can she wait? Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, no bonus action needed. Never mind. I thought giving I thought I was an idiot. Anyway, my turn. Okay, so with Lion Claws in hand, he is going to. Ooh. Is that a bonus action? It is. Okay, so because of Ken's, fearing, he gets angry and he casts darkness accidentally. No, not darkness, he casts Hex accidentally. Again.
Ooh.
On
the
Dragoon.
Dragoon?
Yes.
Ooh, he is hexed.
So that's an extra d6 for anybody who wants to take it.
Oh,
We got a
Damn.
D4, a D6, and a D8.
Oh god damn! I did
Yeah.
not think of that. All right. Roll that
Alright.
hit.
So,
I know you want to smack him.
oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with the lion claws again, twice.
Those both hit.
Yeah.
And then since
Uh,
the hex
7
already
slash.
rolls the D.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And so you just got to roll for the other D8 and the other D4.
Yeah.
In this case, the other 2D8 and the other 2D4. All right, so one of them is 11. All right, so first one does 11, 14. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I
Jesus.
rolled. I don't know why I didn't roll them. Because as soon as I rolled the first two, you said two. Because I forgot. Yeah, I did roll 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So I forgot to roll
All
them
right,
two
then
at
the
the same
other
time.
one is 8, 16, 18. Oh my god, you
Damn,
almost
dude.
take this thing down.
Single-handedly?
Uh,
Wow.
Oh.
Holy shit, Ken. Yeah, he was pissed. He was pissed.
he was pissed.
Oh my god, Isui's
that-
about to. Isui's about to kill steal.
That being said, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. And as a bonus action, he's gonna heal.
Okay.
Alright.
That too.
Wisdom. Wisdom and potion. 8.
Nice.
Wisdom save sucked ass
Yep.
for me.
Yeah, nope, you're still frightened, but that's fine. Darkside's turn. Back again with the frightful presence. Crystalina, Asta, and Isui roll a wisdom saving throw.
Damn, Darkseid back at it again with
The white vans.
Ah,
Alright. Let's go.
Back at it again with the fearful presence.
Alright. I was about to accidentally roll.
Isui,
Fuck!
hold up.
Isui back to frightened. Asta back to frightened. And
And Miss
Crystalina
Lena.
Crystalina is frightened. That being said, God, I hate pressing the wrong button. Okay, that being said, it is now also going to Dark Ray Crystalina.
Dark Ray? No. Oh, that's it? Okay.
Not so bad.
Yeah. She takes that like a champ.
Hell yeah.
Takes it like a champ. Alright. Isui
Okay.
is up.
Immoral question.
I believe in you.
Ken, would you hate me if I just kill Stole right now?
I said that out of character.
Would you
Because
hate
Ken can't talk because he's angry. He angry.
Oh shit. Alright.
Yeah, Ken is just hulking out right now.
Yeah, you can just hear him say like, like all that kind of stuff, grunting.
Alright, well. I'm stuck between. Because it's so low, but. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do.
I believe in you.
We also have Asta going next turn, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah.
Let's. Okay, fuck it. First time for everything. We're gonna chuck a guiding bolt at the dark side.
Oh my god! Hey, yeah.
So, bang. Fucking.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You basically. Well, Isui's low on potions, but low on health.
You
as
got
well.
this.
Okay. I'm down to my last potion here, so. Well, I have 2, but eating one's gonna give me 1, so.
Hey.
Fuck it.
Almost max gain
Oh,
there.
okay. Oh god, I can't
Alright.
do basic.
Yeah, also, and that being said, roll a wisdom saving throw for Isui.
Come on.
Close, but not quite. You are still frightened. Asta's turn.
She's gonna
God,
walk
the
up.
music's so good.
She's gonna smack the dragoon. Looking over at Ken and seeing the anger and frustration in his eyes, she's gonna be like,
She's gonna be like smack a dragoon.
yep. She's gonna be like, oh my god, he's seething with darkness. Smack 16.
Does not hit.
Oh! Oh!
Nice try.
I got so excited. The hell? Well, that's it.
Alright, wisdom saving throw for Asta, please. Unless you're gonna pop a potion.
She's half health right now, so I think she's fine.
Alright.
So,
This. Alright. Still not quite. Okay. It is the Dragoon's turn. And now it is going to do another jump attack. So Ken, Crystalina, and Asta, dexterity saving throws, if you please.
Alright.
Nice.
yeah.
Oh no! Wait. Okay, yeah, that's Crystalline. That was for Ken. Because I'm on my character sheet for Ken. I just have
Okay.
Crystallina's name.
Oh.
And you want me to roll for Crystallina as well?
Yes.
Alright, so this is for Crystallina. Damn, she has higher dexterity than I do! Jesus Christ!
Alright, so you guys both are safe. So you take half of... You take one. Wait, no, sorry, that was 1d6. Lol. Reroll, retcon. Yeah, you take 3 points of damage.
Alright.
That being said, it is La Crystallina's turn.
Okay. You quickly get this damage. Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna, should I bring it out right now?
Finish the...
Nah, we don't need it. We're already kind of tanking.
Yeah, just finish the job.
Huh?
Just finish the job.
You know, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, we'll Keyblade.
Come on.
Oh yeah, I did tweak the... if you're Keyblade transforming, I did tweak the special ability a little bit, just for fun, because...
Which special ability?
For Crystallina's Sacred Staff.
Oh,
You'll see.
okay. Alright, this is for...
I gave it a bit... I gave it a bit of a bending twist, if you understand.
Hey.
Well, I know what bending is, but I've never seen the show.
What?
I know that's everybody's reaction from whenever I say that.
Shame.
I saw small episodes here and there when I was a child, but I never really paid attention to it.
Yeah. Okay, that's half. That's half acceptable. Either way. What are you gonna do?
I did a
Just
Keyblade attack
Keyblade.
from
On Dark Side or
on the not Leviathan, on the Dragoon.
that does not hit. It matches.
All right. Then I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike to. You know what? Actually, you know what? Instead, should I just? Nah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna. All right. I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike's second ability and hit again.
That'll hit.
Yeah!
No.
What?
Why roll damage? It's
Okay.
dead.
Yeah. Okay. I'm about to say. Hang on. You scared me for a
I thought he
second.
was like, no, it doesn't hit.
All right. And now Darkseid gets my hex.
Cool. And Darkseid does get the hex because that transfers. Where's the hex? There's the hex thing.
Oh yeah, we'll be
There
done with
we
this.
go.
Yeah, we'll be done with this within the round actually. So.
Hell yeah.
All right. That being said, it is Ken's turn.
Ooh, wait. Crystalina, for a bonus action, she's gonna chug a potion, one of her potions.
Right. Oh yeah, and she also needs to make the saving throw.
Yeah. Okay. So potion. That's damn. Okay. So she gets
Damn.
20
yeah,
health.
She is pretty much. Yeah, she is pretty much back. Yeah. I just love how the playlist is just cycling through different Kingdom Hearts battle musics.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of it at first, but now I actually do kind of like it. Because the main thing I was going for, I was trying to find extended versions of different battle musics, but this is better. This is better.
Yeah. It's like variety.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot of good variety when it comes to Radiant Garden. Hopefully once you start going to Worlds, it'll be a little more.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
All
right. Yeah, Crystalina is still frightened.
Damn
what is
it.
Ken gonna do?
Bonus action, chug potion.
Full 6.
Yep. 17. Alright. So Ken is at a reasonable amount of health. He's going to cast... Well, not cast. He's going to use another one of his... Just imagine if I use the Blazing Pride ability with all those buffs, like the D4 and all that kind of stuff. Because but the Blazing Pride ability is supposed to be way stronger than the actual Lion Claws themselves.
Yeah, I will say that because Isui did fall unconscious, her bless did deactivate, so...
Damn it, I would...
Yeah, nice try. It's concentration, so...
Damn.
So actually, the only one that has bless on them right now is Isui because
I'm the chosen one.
Damn it.
Yeah, because Crystalina used blessed on Isui because she wasn't the only one that wasn't blessed. So you guys just have the Zephyr Strike dice.
Right and
now.
The Hex dice. Damn it! And
Hex dice.
Crystalina used her wasted her bless. I swear. Crystalina wasted her bless on someone. I will not be named. He will not be named.
Wasted.
All right. So that now you got 6 more health. What are you gonna do?
All right, he's gonna Lion Claws.
Hey.
Get up, and Lion Claw the. Oh shit! Those both hit.
Those both hit. Awesome sauce. All right, so get ready for your stuff to not. Okay. 68.
Damn, dude.
All right, and
Oh wait,
then-
2d6. I keep forgetting to add the extra.
Damn.
My boy Ken is overpowered as
Okay, I
hell.
gotta actually math this. Okay. Alright, 8 plus 7 is 15, plus another 8 is 23, plus another 8 is 31,
Oh my god.
plus 3.
This boy's dead. He's dead. He has to be dead by now.
Nope.
What?
Oh, wait, really?
No.
Wait, that's how much he has?
Yeah, no, he's still got a lot of health.
Oh,
Oh.
fucking okay, perfect. Okay, then that gives me the opportunity later on to do some stuff. I think I used my bonus action already, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll end my turn there. We'll say that Ken won't.
Alright,
He won't be greedy.
Yeah, that being said, wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh yeah. Again, Ken's not
never
the
mind.
smartest book in the bunch.
Alright, Darkside's turn. You all are still terrified, so that's fine. In the meantime, it is time for a Dark Ray out. You know what? Let's go at Crystalina.
All right. Actually, wait. That's a 6. No, never mind. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay. So that's 4. I thought that was a 14 for a second. I was a bit say,
Yeah, no.
16.
All right, Isui's turn.
Alright. Well, we are going to go ahead. Ah, fuck.
We got this.
Look, Guiding Bolt missed last time. But
Yes,
maybe
it
this
did.
time.
Don't.
I mean, it's 46 on a hit, but
Good point. I guess so. Yeah.
Hey, try to hit
I
if
believe
you
you.
want.
Alright, fuck it, let's do it.
And also, since you have Zephyr Strike, does that like work with spells with those kind of spells as well?
I don't think I can cast 2 spells at the same time.
I don't think so. Zephyr Strike is only for melee attacks.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
So,
All right.
I point my Keyblade. A burst of light comes out. Hey!
That'll hit.
Ooh.
Roll damage.
This could be good or
Next
bad.
level,
Oh.
12 radiant, and the next attack has advantage.
12. All right, 12 radiant, and you have the bless, and I think you still have Zephyr Strike. Oh, and,
And
Hex.
also- yeah, and
Jesus
Hex.
Christ. So you have a D8. Actually,
Yeah, because I don't think I
is
used
Hex
Zephyr.
Hex also D8?
I think.
Yeah, the Hex is
Oh, it's a
D8. No,
D6.
it's a D6, and Zephyr Strike is a D8.
Yeah, okay, so you get a D6, a D8, and a D4.
We're just getting it.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Total 29.
Yeah, that just wrecks.
Hell.
This is attack music? Oh, yes, this is attack music.
It sounds like it's from Space Paranoids.
I think it is.
It is.
Oh, I called.
Alright, it's... actually, before it's Asta's turn, you know the drill.
Yes.
Oh, you're fine.
Hey.
You just shoot the thing and you suddenly feel better.
Yes. I am the master of the Keyblade. I don't know.
Alright, it's Asta's turn.
Alright. Walk up. Smack.
That will not do it.
That's it. Oh
Wisdom saving throw, please.
shit. Me and my forgetfulness.
Yeah, you or she still panics. It is Crystallina's turn.
Alright. Well, there's nothing much she can really... Well, no, yeah, I figured, yeah. I don't know much about her transformation, though. Like, what is... 2d8 plus 6. What was the description for her staff again? I had it on a Google
it's in
Doc.
her handout, I think.
I don't have her hand.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't have
you
her
should-
hand on you.
Give me 1 sec. Let me get that for you. Edit.
I want to see this
Players'
bending flavor.
journals.
Let's see.
Yeah. Let's do it. There you go. I actually forgot about that.
All right.
I actually forgot I kept the Keyblade transformations in your guys' respective journals.
Nice.
Oh,
What was it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So weapon deals. On its way. Ooh.
I know I was still trying to do a little bit of working with it because elements and trying to figure out respective damages.
Damn. Okay. That's pretty good. I like that.
I know, right? And
Damn.
it totally works with Crystallina's character.
Yeah. Wow, you turned the freaking. That's a good spin. Like at first, because the first thing I gave her was a shockwave, and that was, I mean, like it was cool, but it was
Yeah.
not as interesting as an elemental wave. That's cool. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna transform into into a staff of Amaru.
A
And
staff has
yeah.
arrived.
And I think it has how many charges? Yeah, the staff of Mar. Yeah, 3 charges. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the character sheet actually, so I don't forget. There we go. All right,
So you can now smack him with a stick.
yay!
Stick
So
smack.
she's gonna go over here, and
Crystalina, use stick smack. That does not hit.
oh damn it. Okay,
Yeah, no, it does not hit.
fuck. All right, then I guess for her bonus action she can. How much health are you at? No. She can only heal herself. We'll just save the potions. Yeah, she's good right
Alright.
now.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes. Wisdom. Nothing.
Fine. Alright, Ken.
All right. Should I give it to? Should I? Yeah, nah. I'm going to. I'm just. I might as well. I might as well go all out.
Are you gonna do
I. Yeah.
thing?
Well. No, I'm not gonna do Blazing Pride yet. I wanna save that for like when we actually need to use it on somebody.
Fair
I can waste a Lion Claw right for it. Like I have one last Lion Claw though, so I don't mind wasting it for this
Alright.
one.
Roll your lion claws
enough.
with head.
We don't even need. Do we
Hey.
really need to like roll anything? Because I just know for a fact like
You know
we don't
what?
even need to roll the extra damage. We already
9, just, let's see, 9, 18, yeah, nope, it's down.
we might as well not do.
Yeah.
Hey, we are now out of initiative.
All right. And
And I need to put the music back.
and meanwhile, Ken is like sort of just calming down and he's like,
Actually, before you do that, give me a charisma saving throw. Just for a quick sec. Hey, come on, get
Who's
back here.
this from?
me, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just for Ken. No, not the battle music. God. I hate it when they do this. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Oh
As
wait.
I bring back. I am not. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna keep that for now. All right. Why is it? Give me. I'm sorry. This bot doesn't like me for some reason. No, I didn't want that. Oh, that's what I do. All right, disconnects. I'm sorry, viewers. Technical difficulty.
You're good, man.
Okay. Give me one good galleon second here. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, this better play the right one. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Okay, we're back. All right, so
I'm scared.
Ken, as you're realizing that the battle's calming down, you can feel the darkness inside you kind of starting to grow a little bit stronger after that. And now because of it, I'm gonna say you are going to have to trade one of your non-dark spells for a dark spell.
What?
Oh.
What? No!
Oh shit.
God, no! Damn it! One of my non-dark spells, so it can be just base or non-light.
It can be either base or it can be either a base or a light spell.
Okay.
That being said, I will be right back.
That.
I'm sorry. Give me 1 sec.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that about that. I was saying it about freaking the dark thing. No. All right, so let's see what happens.
Damn.
Sweet, help me.
I
Help me.
don't know any dark spells. I didn't look at the list.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about like help me in this situation.
Alright, for the purpose of roleplay, let's say that I'm like, I walk over to you, and I like punch your shoulder, and I'm like, Ken, we did it! Are you
What happened?
okay?
Did it happen again?
What are you talking about?
Did you not see what happened?
I mean, we beat up the guy, but
What?
I-
How did that happen? I just. Oh shit! No! This is not happening.
wait, Ken,
No.
what's wrong?
No. I'm just. Oh, what am I gonna say, Master Riku?
I pull you in for a hug. Ken.
Huh?
I'm right here. Breathe.
What's happening to me?
Just. I have no idea, and honestly, this is the only time I'm gonna admit it. But you know more about this than me. And you know damn well how to control this. This is no different. You're strong, alright? And don't hold this over my head, you asshole. But you're strong. You're gonna fight it off, you hear me?
I hope so.
Pat your back a little bit.
Other than that, then. If not, then I'm just become a disappointment.
You're not. You're always on and on about how other people see you, how your master sees you.
Of course I care about how my master sees me. I mean...
Ken, stop worrying about all that.
I have to. I don't want to become, like...
Ken,
I don't want to become corrupted.
Ken, literally everything I've done has disappointed my master, and she still sort of likes me. The thing about you and Riku is that even if you, I don't know, fail, quote unquote, and bear with me, but even if you fail, he's gonna be there to teach. That's what learning is all about. Alright? And, you know, if you fall into darkness, he's there. He's a guide, and, you know, I don't know much about darkness myself, but I hope I can learn so that I can help you. You know, I want to help you. I want to be your light in the darkness. And don't take that weird way. Riku's there to help you. Crystalina, here to help you. Asta, not the most magical of people, but she's here to help you. I'm here to help you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just sort of like still in that awkward hug position. I'm like, you want to let go now, or?
And
You let go. You're the one who grabbed me.
Well, you still got your arms around my. I can't.
Let go already, you
Ken,
doof.
you have to let go.
I already have let go. You can
Ken,
see my hand.
loser- okay. Asshole.
all right.
Alright,
After that wonderful, heartfelt moment, you guys turn to the balcony where you can feel it's a little bit out of your sight, but you can definitely feel the sort of change in energy that is emanating from somewhere up in the balcony.
Oh shit.
What was that? Did you feel that?
I did. I don't know what that is.
You went.
I mean, are you still... Do you need some time to rest, or do you want to go check out what that was?
I might need some time to cool off. I need to speak to Riku anyway. Master Riku anyway.
Give you some time alone. I sort of peel off, and I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
you
God.
guys. We'll just say you guys take a short rest during this.
Yikes.
Ken, you whip out your gummy phone. You hit Riku's contact. Rings for a little bit, and then you see his image pop up. You can see that he's in Merlin's house at the time. He looks at you and he's like, Ken, is everything all right?
Hi, Mister. Something's happened.
What do you mean something's happened? Is everything okay, or are you guys hurt?
No, we're fine. But to go to the beginning, basically, when we were fighting, when we first got to this place, I don't know how to say this. I basically used the darkness accidentally, and I had gotten mad, angry, and I did something to the enemies, and every time I use it, I kind of black out, and I just wake up, and all of a sudden everything is, gone, and I just feel this overwhelming, void feeling. Well, like growing.
You see Riku nods his head and he goes, it sounds like you subconsciously have been tapping into the darkness again.
Yeah. I'm just trying to control it. Like, I wouldn't even mind if I used it, but used it for a good cause. But like, I don't want to use it to the point where I can't even control myself. I'm scared, Master.
Listen to me, Ken. Darkness can be a very dangerous tool if used incorrectly. Now, I understand that this is all terrifying. I mean, I'll admit, even when I first tapped into the darkness, I was still a little bit scared, but after I was consumed by it, it just didn't seem to matter anymore. You still have the ability to not completely fall to the darkness. And that is a second chance, and that's a second chance that I never got. And well, using the darkness is unpredictable sometimes, and even when you use it by accident, just the slightest amount of power can be so tempting. I mean, I told you the story about Master Terra and his fall to darkness as well as my own. Regardless, you're strong, Ken. stronger than you think, and tell you what, when everything settles down with Radiant Garden, we can talk a little bit more and see if we can find a way to get your heart back onto the path. But for now, you just gotta keep pressing ahead and find your way through, find your way to the dawn through the darkness.
Yeah. Thank you, Master.
Now, have you guys found the rift yet, or what's all been happening over there?
We ran into two, well, at the time two, mysterious people, but one of them had revealed itself, and they were calling, and I actually got the name of their group. They were called the Cult of Darkness. Out of character, is that what I think? Is that what it was
Cult
called?
of Shadows.
Cult of Shadows, yeah. It was called the Cult of Shadows. Write that down.
Yeah. Riku nods and he's like, well, at least we somewhat know who's behind all this. You said that one of them introduced themselves. What was their name?
Their name was Mordred, and they say that they know Merlin, or they come from the same world as Merlin, or I don't know. I think
you hear. Yeah, as soon as you say Mordred, you hear in the background. You can't quite make it out. You know that Merlin's kind of talking in the background, and he does sound utterly surprised. And Riku looks to him, and you can hear that they quickly have a bit of words, and he's like, yeah, Merlin's heard of him. He'll explain everything when you guys come back and seal the rift, but at least that's one person we know. Did you get any other names or anything?
no. There was one person wearing some sort of mask, helmet, more like. It was all black and had like a silvery outline around the chin line. I don't know. And he also had like a hoodie on, though. Not a hoodie, just he was wearing a cloak of some sort, but like not really. He was trying to hide his face. That's all I can say. But I don't know his name.
Riku kind of he says a couple of rudely comments under his breath, and he goes like, yeah, I think we know him. If it's the same guy, if it's the same person that you're talking about, I think that's Vanitas.
Vanitas. I think you've told me about him before, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's the dark manifest. He's literally the darkness of Ventus's heart and Sora's, I guess. That was never actually fully explained, but either way, he's a terrifying foe to face off against, and a very dangerous Keyblade wielder.
Well then, how do you propose we take them down? They say they have. Oh, sorry.
One thing at a time, Ken. First, close the rift, and then we'll talk when you come back to Merlin's.
Okay. One last thing. They did mention. Well, not mention. They were, boasting more like about how they wanted to restore balance to, light and dark.
Yeah, grab food. It's ready. Riku, you can definitely tell he looks a little puzzled, and he's like, restore balance? That doesn't make any sense. Last time we had to face anyone from darkness, all they were talking about was, well, all Xehanort was talking about was getting the Keyblade to unlock Kingdom Hearts, but restoring balance, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they say that, Xehanort never really had, well, his power over the darkness wasn't as powerful as his mind, so they say. And their power heavily relies on darkness. So that could be used to our advantage.
But they are right about something. Xehanort was definitely a brilliant strategist. Sora played into his hands more than once. But all right. So we've got Vanitas and apparently Mordred. That's terrifying. Anyway, focus on sealing the rift for now, and then we'll talk once you get back here.
Okay.
You see, he kind of gives you a bit of a nod, it's sort of like a respectful kind of like take care nod, and then hangs up. Like I said before, you guys do get a short rest, so
Hit die time.
Hit die time if you want to.
Yeah. Oh wait, so you're done, Ken.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, you guys can roll your dice, and I'll just. Do you guys want me to kind of keep on rolling this storytelling, or you guys want me to wait till you guys are all done calculating?
Oh wait, I'm already at max. I only used one.
Yeah, you can go
Nice.
ahead and press on.
All right. So after you guys have finished your little short rest, you make your way up to this balcony where you do in fact see this rift. Just kind of sitting at the balcony and the back end a little further behind where the balcony stood. This one is definitely a little larger than the other ones. While the ones that were in Radiant Garden were between like maybe 3 to 3.5 feet, this one's like almost, it's about like 5, like a minimum of 5 feet in diameter. This thing is huge.
Jeez.
And it is just basically pulsing with a sort of energy that doesn't feel like it's light or darkness, but you can tell that with each pulse it radiates, it feels like something in your surroundings always keeps changing.
I say to Isui, what do you think it might be?
I have no idea, but it
Nice,
feels
babe.
powerful, and it feels like reality is changing around us. Better get this rift closed quick.
Do you know where we can possibly find this rift?
Aren't we staring at it?
Oh no, like okay, yeah. I thought it was something else. My bad.
You're good.
No, this is the rift.
Okay. Well then, I stand back. Well, you want to seal it together?
As long as you don't make it weird.
All right, then I'll seal it by myself. Then you weirdo.
Okay, I'll do it with you.
Now you made it weird.
Ken, you're the one that's
All right, let's just do this.
Working
Ready?
with you is impossible. 1,
Let's get
2,
go.
3. Expecto.
All right, so you guys point your keyblades out. Crystalina joins you. They all start to shoot their bullets of lights toward this rift. You see that after it hits, the portal itself starts to illuminate with a bright light that just starts getting brighter and brighter to the point where it almost blinds you. Then after it starts dying down, you realize that you're almost in a different surrounding that almost feels. You can tell that this isn't where you originally were, but it doesn't feel like it's. It doesn't actually feel like you're here. It almost feels like it's all a bit of like a conjoined vision of some sort. As you look around, you see that your surroundings, you are in a city. The buildings and the tiles around you all have this almost purplish hue around them. The walls or the windows are all decorated with like orangish type colored glass. And as you sort of look around, you see a little further down the road, it looks like a bunch of different people are fighting. You guys make your way forward and you see that everyone there is a Keyblade wielder. You see all of them, most of them have their Keyblades out. You see they all have, a lot like Argus, they have different emblems on their jackets. Some have one of a fox, just like Argus. Some have a bear's head. Some have a snake's head. Some have the unicorn's head. And they're all just sort of arguing with each other. And it's just sort of all discombobulated, or not really discombobulated, but everyone's talking at once to the point where you cannot hear what's going on. You then hear a voice, a very loud voice, basically say, "That's enough." Excuse me. Everyone goes silent, and you say they all turn to a figure that starts walking out to you, walking out to them. This figure is actually, you see, as it starts getting closer and closer, you see Argus, as a matter of fact. And then you see some people from some people go like, "Argus? Dude, where the hell have you been?" After a while, after a question, he's like, "It doesn't matter. Listen, don't you guys hear yourselves? This is all just wrong. Don't you understand? Here we are, all Keyblade wielders, trying to protect the light of worlds. And we all are just arguing amongst each other." You see another guy with serpent's emblem on, pipes up and says, the Ursus faction has been holding secrets from everyone." You see another kid would be like, No, we're not, you freaking liars." They start to kind of bicker amongst each others again, and Argus just kind of goes, Guys, stop, listen. What we're doing here, this is just, we shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. Yes, everyone may have secrets sometimes, but this isn't it. Everyone starts kind of murmuring a little bit, and you can still feel that there are some still kind of feel around you, everything start to ripple, but then it sort of stops, and everyone starts fighting again. You see Argus sigh and turn around, as you can see that he's done trying to figure this all out. He then walks away, and but you guys feel pulled towards him. And so you guys are just kind of watching as drift along, and as you're kind of following Argus, after a little bit of walking, you then hear a voice go, "No matter what you try, you can't change history." You see that Argus turns around, and then suddenly there is there's the figure in the hood that you guys saw earlier, which I will actually say, because I forgot to say this earlier. This isn't the same person as Vanitas. This guy is wearing organization hood. I completely forgot to say that, so kind of retcon. You see you see Argus kind of look, and he he sees the coat, and he kind of looks up curious, and he's like, "Are you the Master of Masters?" The figure chuckles, and he's like, "Oh, no.
Oh.
However, the fact that all of what you're trying to do is utterly pointless. They will keep fighting, and they will cause their own devastation. Members of events can't necessarily be the ones to change those events. However, I could possibly do a thing or two to help." Argus kind of looks confused, and he's like, What do you mean?" The figure goes, "Well, for starters, I'm not from around here, so this whole event thing doesn't really apply to me. Let's just say I can nudge things in a certain direction. And a fate that still has yet to come for you may not actually happen." You can see Argus is confused, and he's like, You can stop the fighting? How? Also, I have no idea what you're talking about." The figure chuckles, and he's like, "Nah, I know. So, there will be one catch in this. You see, my boss doesn't exactly want me to... Well, we're just trying to stay as incognito as possible, so... Unfortunately, you're not really gonna remember this." You see the figure kind of reach his hand towards Argus, and then all of a sudden, the light starts to shine in your eyes again, and you're back in the castle. Isui, your memories start to shift once again. What you remembered of this being the castle that never was, that was owned by the organization in Zemnis. You still have those memories, but it feels like they're not technically real. Like, you can recall them, but it's almost like you're trying to recall a vivid dream, and your normal memories start to resurface. You remember that this is the castle, this is the Heartless Castle. This used to belong to Maleficent. Sora fought the Seeker of Darkness Ansem here and whatnot. And then around you, you can sort of hear things start to sort of crack around the castle, and it starts to feel like things are kind of back to the way they were.
Would you say it's like a scattered memory that's like a far-off dream? Sorry.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. I sort of... So, So both me and I keep wanting to call him Leon. Hey, hey, Christelina. So both me and Ken saw the vision of Argus and arguing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I sort of blink my eyes a few times before looking over to Ken, sort of steadying myself on his shoulder.
Hmm? You okay?
You saw all that too, Ken?
Yeah. I definitely did. Now, I have many questions and theories,
As do
but we
I.
can discuss those later.
Yeah. It's just very disorienting.
Are you okay?
I just... God. Everything keeps changing.
Yeah, let's get, alright, so is the gate, the rift technically sealed?
Yes, the rift is sealed.
Okay, so I grab her and I'm like, okay, let's get you out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of Castle Heartless.
So you finally came around, didn't you?
Shut the fuck up.
I knew it. Yeah, say it. Ken was right. I know.
I'm gonna make you carry me like a princess if you keep on acting like this, Ken.
Go ahead. It won't affect me.
You sure you're strong enough?
Yeah, I'm
That
very
would be
sure.
nice to see, actually.
Alright, well.
Yeah.
I throw myself over Ken, hoping he'll catch me.
Oh my god.
Catch.
Okay, thank God.
Alright.
I should have just let your ass fall.
No!
Alright.
Two
So
points.
you guys make your way out of the castle. You see that it's restored back to the way it was. The Heartless Embles are in their full dreadful glory. You can still kind of feel, we all still kind of feel like something's a little off about them. Not that like, but you know that this is how it should be. Excuse me, it's technically dinner time for me, so I apologize for all the food sounds.
No, you're good.
You guys walk back to Radiant Garden, and you make your way back to Merlin's, where you see
I will act dead.
everyone is... What? No, everyone is sitting there waiting for you. You see Merlin, you see Sid, you see Riku, you see Aqua, you see did I already say? Yeah, I think I already said Merlin. So basically you see everyone that you've met so far. I'm just kind of waiting for you.
Oh god, my master's there.
Yeah. Riku kind of looks to you all and he's like, "Welcome back."
And as soon as I see Riku, I immediately so I was the way I was carrying
Don't
it
drop
was
me.
like bridal style.
Don't
I
drop
just
me.
like, oh, Master Riku, and I accidentally dropped her. Oh, sorry, I forgot I was carrying you. You need a hand?
Master Aqua. This guy.
I reach out my hand. I reach out my hand to her. Am I an ass now?
I slowly reach. I take it. I stand.
Am I an ass now? I helped you up. You're welcome.
Well,
You see,
helpful ass.
you see everyone kind of, you see everyone chuckle, and Aqua goes, "So, I take it you were successful in the castle?"
Successful in the mission, yes. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a victory for me.
That looks very delicious, dude.
Some things happened, and
A lot of, yeah.
can, if you want to.
No, I've already told Riku everything, and I'm pretty sure everybody else heard it.
Okay.
So there's no need to, beat that dead horse.
Okay. Well, yeah, we sealed the rift, but we had a vision. I don't know if. I mean, is Argus still around?
Yeah.
Is he still?
Actually, you do not see Argus.
Oh,
Oh, you must have got blown back.
damn.
Oh.
We saw Argus. We saw some sort of. I don't think we've been explained what Daybreak Town was yet.
Yeah, but no.
Argus told you a little bit about it when you guys were,
Ice cream.
when you guys were all hanging out for ice cream. So you do know. I will say you do know enough from his descriptions that you guys were in Daybreak Town.
We saw, when we sealed the rift, we saw a vision of Argus, and we saw Daybreak Town, and we saw all these Keyblade wielders, and they were arguing, and there was this man in a black coat, and he said he could somehow stop all the arguing, and that no matter what you did, you couldn't change history, and you can't stop the fire from inside the house, and things like that. I don't know necessarily what it means, but I'm sort of hoping you guys would.
Excuse me while I have taco in my mouth. You see everyone kind of looks around each other a little confused and both intrigued at the same time. And then Aqua goes, we know so very little about what happened before the Keyblade War and Daybreak Town, which I'm guessing was before the war, thanks to Argus. But with all that said, it still seems strange. Did this figure look like anyone?
You okay?
Damn, dude.
Yeah, just a dry throat. It's been pretty smoky these last few days.
Oh. That sucks.
That is one thing I am not looking forward to when I go back to the US. I absolutely hate fire season.
Yeah, especially in California. Anyway, Aqua looks to you and he's like,
There's an actual fucking fire season.
Yeah, Aqua looks to you and he's like, did he look like one of the people you met that were a part of this cult of shadows?
Well, I mean, one of them did have the same cloak. Well, the one that was talking to Argus had the same cloak as one of the ones that were. Yeah, he hid his face. He didn't have anything, but he was accompanying what you, Mordred, in the castle. So it may be him, but it could also be anyone.
His voice,
from that time.
The voices were pretty similar, but that could be a coincidence.
Could be.
You hear Riku go, I doubt it. If these rifts are causing stuff between time, then kind of makes sense that this cult of shadows would have found a way to travel back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, they were able to blast Argus forward, but it's nice that he got back to his own time though.
Yeah, as soon as you guys all closed the rift, almost all of the Heartless around here actually started to lift up a little bit. But he then looks to Merlin. He's like, Merlin, can you tell us anything about Mordred? You can see Merlin is both annoyed with the question, but kind of a little. You can still kind of feel like a little bit of, not necessarily anger, but there's definitely some negative feelings as whenever he hears the name. Mordred is, well, he is a sorcerer for one thing. He's actually a decently powerful one as well, and above all, he is also the half-brother of Arthur Pendragon, the King of Camelot. You can see everyone is confused as none of them have ever heard of Camelot, and
What's that? He says out loud to Merlin.
well, Camelot is where I'm from.
Wait, you aren't from Radiant Garden?
I thought you lived here all your life.
Oh, good. Oh, no. I've lived here for a good many years, but... Sorry, leftovers. I've lived here in Radiant Garden for a good many years, and I've lived in Traverse Town for a little while, but... No, my original world was that of Camelot. It's...
Ooh. Sorry.
It's, a world that is... The world itself is not unlike any other. Nobody really knows of everyone else existing, and... Well, just like every other world, it does sometimes get raided by Heartless. Now, when I was younger, I used to be the court wizard to the king, whose name was Uther Pendragon. And after many years of serving their family, I eventually discovered the Pendragon's family's long-lost heir. Well, there's a little more to the story than that, but before finding this lost heir, there was another. Not completely blood tied to the Pendragon family, but enough to at least have some claim. And that would be Mordred. However, most of his claim was bound by one rule. So long as the King and Queen of Camelot never bore for lack of better terms, a pure-blooded heir. And it just so happened that there was one night where the Queen was in fact with child. And she announced this at a party, and just after the young prince was born, he vanished. And after some time, we all realized that it was Mordred's doing. And it was my task to confront Mordred and bring him back to Camelot to face trial. However, after a few scuffles, he just up and vanished. I haven't seen him in years. And then after I retired from being the wizard to the King and Queen of Camelot, and eventually I retired to a nice little place, and just just by luck, the missing heir turned right at my doorstep, not knowing where he originally came from at all. And that heir being Arthur Pendragon. And after some time, we went on our own journey, and Arthur eventually became king of Camelot, and I spent time as his court wizard for a time, and then decided to try and retire altogether. And, well, I've had some run-ins with King Mickey and whatnot, and eventually decided to find a place here in Radiant Garden. And the rest, they say, is history.
Oh.
Okay.
What could... Damn, I have so many questions.
I don't know where to begin.
You can see that everyone else in the room is completely in awe as well, and is just as unsure as where to start questions. But Merlin just kind of looks to you and he's like, well, for one, I guess you would probably want to ask, if Camelot isn't... One question I think you could probably ask is, where is Camelot now? You can see Aqua and Riku are just kind of like nodding and whatnot, and I don't know, and they're all kind of, and Merlin's like, well, knowing Mordred was still out there, I couldn't just leave Camelot defenseless. If he had possibly went out of the world just like I did, he would have come back. I had to hide Camelot from the rest of the worlds for safety. That's one reason why Sora and Riku and everyone else has never been able to find it.
So when you hid Camelot, you hid it from the Heartless as well? And the darkness, the nobodies, you know?
Yes, I did. It was part of it, but I mean, my main intent was trying to make sure that the world itself would just keep away from prying eyes, from either just traveling, just world travelers such as that the billionaire Scrooge McDuck, or even from other people with more darker intents.
Camelot's hidden. No one can find it. I guess that makes sense for safety reasons. Who is Arthur's? He's still there?
As far as I know, yes, Arthur is still the king of Camelot.
So at least they have a, just in case if things were to go south, they have a protector.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. You see that Riku kind of goes to, kind of looks at everyone and is like, well, now we at least know two of the people we're up against, between Vanitas and Mordred, and then possibly this third person. Is there... You said he was wearing a coat?
Yes, It looked like one of the Organization 13's codes.
I see. Well, that's never usually good. Well,
No.
if he's wearing that coat, then we can at least assume he's possibly a nobody.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. Well, you don't really have to be a nobody to wear the cloak. I mean, because Master Riku and Mickey and King Mickey did, wear it at one point.
Aqua nods and goes, "That's true, but they both did it in order to disguise themselves from the organization. They wouldn't have normally worn that on their own."
That's true, I guess.
Well, yeah.
And it is true that when Xehanort formed the second organization, part of their members, such as Xehanort from his young past and Vanitas himself, all wore the coats themselves. I'd say that, assuming that this third figure being a nobody is probably our safest bet, but if he's wearing a coat and being a nobody, that would mean that he somehow came across Xemnas. Don't think, and then Riku kind of looks to Aqua and is like, "You don't think it's one of the old organization members like Zigbar, do you?" She shrugs and is like, "It's possible, but I don't know." After a bit, you see. After a bit, Aqua just kind of looks to everyone and is like, "Well, for now, it seems like the Heartless are relaxed more at this point, so I'd say we all can take a break for the most part."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me, I forgot to do this earlier, but you guys...
We get monies?
45... No, that is bull. I'm gonna say... No, come on.
45.
What the hell is 45 plus 18? Nope, that's not... god dang it. Someone math that out, and that's all you get, and that's the money you get?
Yeah, well, you can do it. I mean, yeah.
63. You guys get 63 money from that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That is.
Yeah.
Plus the
so
90. Oh my god. Damn.
Yeah, so Aqua just kind of looks at me and is like, "Well, for now at least we can take a break and have you all rest up a little bit."
Okay.
That sounds like a plan.
And he's just gonna immediately, go outside to think about how he's gonna train himself to control this darkness. He's gonna kind of go outside and it's gonna to everybody else is gonna look like he's brooding out in the at nighttime. But is it nighttime there?
It's pretty much getting towards nighttime, yeah.
Yeah, so it's he's just brooding in the twilight.
Isui's just gonna linger by the door and see Ken over there and sort of have these worried, caring eyes, but then decide against comforting him because she knows he needs some time alone to think, and just goes back inside.
Alright. So, you guys, Ken, you're just sitting out there and you're just kind of thinking about how you're able to try and figure out how to keep a hold of the darkness and whatnot. And you're thinking about what Riku said to you as in order to kind of help maintain it and whatnot. And after a bit, you hear a voice go. You hear the voice of Aqua go. Got a lot on your mind, huh?
Oh, hi, Master Aqua. Yes, a lot.
She starts kind of walking a little bit towards you and is looking out to the sky and is like, I'll admit, this all has been a little bit more extreme than we thought we'd be getting for you, but regardless, I think you guys handled it decently well.
Yeah, I think we did too. I usually don't like to, well, not, I usually don't like to, acknowledge it, but I'd say we all did pretty good, up until the end there.
Yeah, she nods and she's just like, if this cult is really going to be giving us trouble, we need to at least figure out entirely on who we're up against, and you guys have already gotten part of it down, which is more than I can say for most of us. I remember when I was first appointed master, and we had no idea that Xehanort was the one that was causing all of our troubles when we were going around. I mean, with all the worlds that I visited and just following Terra, I just knew that something was wrong, and I'll admit, I thought I could take it on by myself, but we all know how well that ended up. But you at least have a bit of more advantage than I did.
Well, this is the same thing that Riku told me. Master Riku told me. I don't plan to keep. Well, he's about to start. He starts on something, but he just stays silent and just says, "Never mind."
Aqua kind of puts her hand on your shoulder and is like, hey, don't worry about it. I know that not all of the Keyblade wielders that each of us brought to apprentice are all perfect. I mean, Riku's told me a little bit about what happened with you, and with Iswish, she's a decent Keyblade wielder in herself, but I know that deep down she does want the answers to her past, and who she actually was and whatnot.
I did, wonder, like, because I did ask the same thing, like, when we were trying to get to know each other better. She said she's been training under you mostly, and I was like, so was she like, are you like her, I don't want to say mother, but
Aqua kind of Aqua laughs and he's like, oh, no. I'm not related to her. I'm not related to her on any circumstance. Actually, truth is, she just sort of appeared 3 years ago. Not really a memory that she can think of. She couldn't even really remember her name for a bit. Actually, I don't know if she remembers this, but Isui is actually the name that we all gave her.
I had a feeling that her name had something to do with yours, considering that you know, part of her name also means water.
It's so wholesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I will admit that it did play a part, but after we brought her to land of departure, I guess I just wanted to make sure that she had someone that would look after her, you know? I mean, I know she wasn't a little kid when we found her, but to lose your memories and not even remember who you once were, it's almost like being reborn in more ways than one.
You know, I think Riku told me about a little bit about your teammate Ventus. If I do recall, didn't Ventus kind of go through the same thing?
She nods her head and is like, yeah, after Xehanort removed all of the darkness from Ven's heart, creating Vanitas, he didn't have a memory of who he used to be. I mean, he at least remembered his name, but he couldn't quite remember anything else at that point. I remember he was like a zombie almost for the first week.
Yeah. Would you say... Well, I don't know anything about Ventus, but when you look at Isui, do you kind of see Ventus?
She looks out to the setting sun and is like, no, now that you mention it, and the two almost do seem similar to an extent. I mean, as far as I can also see, the two of them have even become friends. And definitely a lot more than them trying to be friends with Terra's apprentices.
Oh boy, Isui's told me about them.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, those two can be a handful, but they're who Terra decided to choose. I mean, if Terra had his own way, he probably would have had Riku as his apprentice. But time kind of slipped by on that one. You know, it was actually Terra who allowed Riku to possess the ability to have a Keyblade, you know?
Really?
Yeah. After Terra found his way to Destiny Islands, he ran into your master Riku when he was just a little kid.
Wait. Really? I mean, I don't. This is gonna sound strange, but how is that possible? I mean, Terra doesn't look much older than Riku.
Well, That's true, but being possessed by Xehanort for a time and then being split into a Heartless and Nobody for who knows how many years would probably be able to suspend age like that. I mean, I spent about that same amount of time in the realm of darkness, if you remember, and I'll say that we all should definitely look a little older than we're supposed to, but it's all technically true. She looks back to you and is like, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say much. You go ahead.
Yeah, she looks to you and is like, well, for the meantime, I'd say you should probably get some sleep.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Now that you mention him, I would like to speak with Terra, if Master Terra, if that's possible.
She looks at you and goes, well, for the time being, he's still in the middle of training his 2 apprentices, but I'll be sure to let him. I'll see what he's up to, and hopefully he'll give you a ring on that gummy phone of yours.
Okay.
Or next time you happen to be by the land of departure, you can just stop on by, and I'm sure maybe then he'd be able to talk.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. She walks away and kind of leaves you to your own devices.
Before she leaves, I'm gonna say, hey, wait, one last thing. Tell Isui I said no one's allowed to bully her except me.
Aqua chuckles and is like, I'll let her know.
Alright.
Alright, so then she walks away and kind of leaves you to your own. After some time, y'all make your way back to the gummy ship to get some rest. During which, Isui, I want you to roll me a charisma check.
I'm scared. 16.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Alright, Isui. Excuse me. As you're starting to fall back asleep, you close your eyes and you sort of start to dream again. This time it's a bit of a different scene than before. This time you're out in what almost seems to be a field. Once again, as you look around, you realize that you're smaller, and as you're sort of walking along the field, there's someone that is holding your hand. You look up and you see the face of a young to almost middle-aged woman that has similar has similar facial traits as your own, but is not an exact look as you. And you know for a fact that you feel close to this person. And you guys are walking around, and you guys are walking, and you know that this woman is taking you somewhere, but you're not entirely sure where. After a while, you see a you kind of see a figure out in the distance, waving the two of you down. You yeah, you can't quite tell who it is at the moment, but you guys start to get closer, and as you guys as you get into visual range, this guy is, you feel like you can almost see him, but something about your vision is sort of clouding your eyes to the point where you can't actually see details. Which, after a while, the guy starts to go. After a while, you hear that this man and the woman talks for a little bit, and after a while, he starts to kind of kneel down towards your level, and just as it appears he's trying to look in your eyes, it sounds like he's trying to say your name, but for some reason it's garbled. Like, part of it you hear something, but the other part of, like, in part of what he's saying when he's trying to say your name, part of it is like him saying your name, Isui, but the other part of it is garbled, as if something is preventing him from actually saying it. And after a while, this starts to, once again, you start to get that pullback feeling. The vision, the dream starts to fade away within your reach, and then you see a silhouette in the distance. You're not entirely sure who it is or what it is, but you know it's the silhouette of a humanoid with a key. And dark, and sort of in this sort of darkness, you can feel that it's like almost fog is around you. And this figure starts to, starts to, it looks like the figure at this point has got their back turned, but just as you see they're about to turn around to face you, you wake up. Moving on to Ken. You, after spending some time falling asleep for you, you open your eyes, and once again, you are at the dark beach. The waters are around, slowly rising and drifting away at their usual pace. You know, and everywhere you work and look around, it seems you can feel its a mix of both darker and for some reason more powerful. As you look around, you reach to try and summon your Keyblade to illuminate the area, but it doesn't appear to you. And around you, you hear the mysterious voice, the mysterious dream voice go, and yet again you tap into your darkness. Why am I not surprised? You turn around, and within the black mist, you can see what appears to almost be a set of glowing eyes. As you hear, I've told you again and again, you can't just stop using the darkness. And with every gentle nudge I give, you still seem to try and close it away, as if to store it within a shelf.
You're wrong. I don't plan to just not use it, or just to plan. I don't plan to just shut it out or just to lock it away. I just don't want it to control me. I just want to use it to my advantage to help the people I care about, and that's it.
That's maybe what you think, but is it truly what you feel? You see, from those glowing eyes in the fog, you see it's almost as if some type of figure is trying to make its way forward to you. But you can't exactly see who it is.
Stay back.
Oh, there's no reason to be afraid. After all, the darkness is the reason that you're still alive right now. And before you can respond, you immediately wake up.
And he's looking around.
That being said, you all gain a full rest.
That's nice.
Everybody gain full rest.
I sort of rub my eyes and hear Ken panicking and call out, Ken, rough morning?
What did you say? Sorry, you kind of cut out at the beginning.
Having a rough morning?
Yeah, you could say that. You?
Same.
Want to talk about it over breakfast?
Yeah. Sounds good.
And he lays back and he's
Guys.
just like, get ready.
Alright.
You guys make your way back out of the gummy ship. You head to I'm guessing you head to Merlin's house for breakfast, or
Yeah, sure.
yeah, all right. So you guys head to Merlin's, and you see that Riku and Aqua are still there, and there isn't really a table to kind of sit down for breakfast, so everyone just kind of has a plate in their hand while they're eating.
It's a cookout.
Aqua looks to you guys and is like, well, good morning. You guys doing all right?
No,
Been better.
could be better, yeah.
Ken, why
Be sure to get.
Sorry, you were gonna say something, Dan?
Aqua was just gonna say, well, be sure to get some breakfast while it's still here. Sid's already on his second plate. And you guys look around and you see Sid over in the on the control console, just kind of like tapping away, doing his thing. And you see a plate of half-eaten food, like he's tapping away and he's eating and whatnot. You see that the on top of the plate that he's eating is like another plate below it.
Oh god. Bro. Sid, are you actually gonna eat any of that?
I put it on my plate now, didn't I?
Well, yeah, so eat it.
Hey, keep everything together. May still be may be morning, but still have a few things to check out here.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, you guys you guys grab some plates, guys plop out your breakfast. I don't know, whatever you guys think is your character's favorites. And they're really
Sausage.
waffles, sausage, eggs, whatever. And you guys, still, there isn't any place to really sit, so you guys just kind of find a place to just kind of like stand and eat.
Alright. I'm gonna say to Isui, I'm like, so, what was your night about?
You sure you don't want to open up first?
I don't really. I mean, unless you want me to.
I mean,
But I asked you first.
okay, fair enough. So it's all sort of blurry to me. There are details that I'm sort of forgetting. They're very scattered. Sorry. And while I was walking in a grassy field, the person that was holding my hand was a woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was walking in some sort of field. I was holding a woman's hand, and I walked to some sort of destination with her, and when I got there, I saw this guy who got down to my level, and it sounded like he was... Well, yeah, I should clarify that I was, like, smaller. And...
No.
It sounded like he was trying to say my name, but it just sounded like a gurgled mess. And I've never seen him before, you know. If I did, I don't remember. You know, and it sucks because I'm sure he meant a lot to me. But you know, I wish I knew, because
just out of curiosity, are you guys saying this kind of hush hush, or is it kind of loud enough for everyone else to hear?
It depends on how she's saying it, but I kind of asked, like, as our, like, little small conversation.
yeah, then I'll keep it hush hush.
All right.
And so after that, I was sort of pulled back. I was in this like dark tunnel, and off, like, away from me. I couldn't make out any details, but there was a silhouette of a person. I didn't see what they were wearing. If they were wearing an organization coat or something, but it just... something felt... I don't know how to describe it. It just felt...
Wrong.
like,
Off.
I guess. But I don't really have anything to compare him to because I couldn't see anything on him, so... it's mostly just a mix of confusion. So I guess Not too much stress for me. In the long run. Okay, it's your turn now. Come on.
Well, I will say this. Yours is definitely weirder than mine. Mine is more tame.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Alright, so I was in this area of darkness. But no, he says just, I was, well, for me, I was in this place. It's like, have you ever been to Destiny Islands?
Would I have, DM?
Yeah, I'd say I'd say since Riku doesn't really use a world to kind of call his headquarters, and he travels a lot, I'd say you've at least visited Destiny Islands at least like once or twice.
I've probably visited it a couple times.
Great vacation, but you should try it one more time. But it's like, all right, the shores of Destiny Islands. Just take that and shroud that in darkness and rocks. There are a lot of rocks there. I don't know why, but there's this place that was in the Dark Shores. I'm just gonna call it. I don't know where it was. Ken is kind of speaking a tad bit louder than Isui was, just to kind of like he's not really like intentionally saying it out loud, but he's like more he's just saying it. But he's like, I'm not sure where this place where this place was, but I couldn't withdraw my Keyblade for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that wasn't the weird part. The weirdest part was I saw in the shadow a pair of yellow eyes, and I even think I saw a smile. I don't know, but it was just a pair of glowing yellow eyes staring back at me, telling me that, well, that I've been using the darkness more, and telling me that it'll like consume slowly. But I've been just trying to tell them that I'm just trying to use it to help the people I care about. And he didn't buy it, so yeah, that's. Excuse me, 1 second. Be right back.
Yeah.
It'd be like this sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, I'm actually gonna do something real quick. See. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, not the not the random rolling.
What's worse, me randomly rolling or you?
Man.
I'm back. Sorry.
Alright.
Alright,
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna be right back. So, you two talk amongst yourself until I come back.
Alright. Well, he's, okay, so I'm gonna pick up where I left off. And he says, yeah, just telling me that it's trying to consume me, and I'm trying to, use it to our advantage, and, like, I'm not trying to keep it locked in. That's the reason why the balance keeps shifting. Because people, people who have darkness aren't, trying to push it back and keep it away. But I'm not trying to let it consume me. I'm trying to use it for good. But yeah, so.
It's conflicting. Using the darkness for light. Doesn't get much more cliche than that, but
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make you laugh. I'm not making fun of you.
No, you're okay. But I'm just I don't know what's happening, but a dream well, a similar thing happened as well, like the night before, but it was very similar. But he wasn't. The thing is that the darkness was farther away from me than it was this time, so that has me so scared to even fight, because then I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it out of, you know, by accident again.
And just as you guys are talking, you guys see Riku kind of walk forward, and he's like, "Did you say dark shores?"
Yeah, it was very rocky, but it was a very dark shore. Like, it was a constantly nighttime there.
Riku kind of looks a little. You can tell that he kind of looks a little worried. And he's like, "I think I know the place you're talking about. That's a beach in the realm of darkness."
So that dream, it wasn't a dream. That was real.
I don't know. Maybe. I've been to that place many times before, and I've never had anything like this happen to me.
What's happening to me?
I don't know, but either way, I'm sure we'll figure out how to it'll be all right. After a little bit, you guys hear a beep, and Sid is like, "Ha! I got it!"
Oh.
Everyone kind of turns towards him, making their way to the monitor.
Oops, sorry.
And you can see that he's got a map up, but it's not a map of the city. It's a map of the it's a world map, for lack of better terms.
Oh.
He says, "Been trying to work with the Enzo on figuring out what other worlds might be having these rifts popping up. And while we're doing some research, looks like some of them either have appeared because of the rifts or are taking heavy effects due to them. But either way, we're not entirely sure. And well, you all might want to take a look at this." So on the map right now, you guys see the all right, you know what, actually, this would just be a perfect time to freaking
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down.
All right, calm down. You guys
I've had a little too much caffeine.
for lack
Yeah.
of better terms, the world map. You guys see the four worlds all kind of encircling each other, and then along with them, you see these two worlds pop up.
What could these be?
This is the best I could do for world token, so bear with me.
Hey, it's fine.
Sid, then after showing the map goes, "So far we can't really figure out where or what the rest of the worlds out there are, but so far, after sealing all the stuff here in Raiding Garden, we were able to at least detect these two and figure out where they're at.
Well, then let's just. There's no time to waste then.
Aqua looks to you guys and is like, you guys feel confident enough to think you can take all these on?
I mean, this is what you guys, sent us out on, right? To prove ourselves and to,
This is true.
You see Riku kind of give almost a scoff-like chuckle and nod, and he's like, he's right, Aqua. We did say that they'd eventually be traveling to different worlds. Rifts or not, this is as good as time as any. She nods her head and is like, well, all right. You guys better head to the gummy ship then.
Yeah.
We'll be sure that you guys get the information that Sid has on the world maps here. In the meantime, well, you guys follow your training, and may your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
With that said, you guys run to the gummy ship, start it up, blast off out of Radiant Garden into the I don't know whether to call it the void or the cosmos, but into
Cosmos sounds nicer.
Right, into the cosmos. That being said, which world are you going to pick first?
Oh, shit.
Okay, so from first glance, I can tell that the one on the right is an Incredibles world, and I'm not too sure about that one on the left. I don't know what property that Disney has. Is that or is that just a Square Enix world? I hope
No, it's Disney.
Oh,
It's Disney.
Is it Princess and the Frog?
Hey! Oh damn!
That's
now
right.
I'm torn.
All right.
You got Princess and the Frog, and you got Incredibles.
All right. I like Incredibles. I mean, I'm kind of digging Incredibles.
I'm down with Incredibles, honestly.
All right, you guys
I was
want to hit
torn 2
Incredibles
seconds
first?
ago, but no, I'm not.
Yes. But first, since Ken is flying the gummy ship, can he take a quick pit stop not pit stop, just a quick detour to land of departure and see if Tara can chat for a few minutes? Not like chat too much. I just want to ask him a question.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I will say that we can do that. So just because I think I made you do this last time you were flying the gummy ship, give me.
I mean,
what kind of thing would be for piloting? I think it's. We could just say you fly there, and
because we already got the shakes out of the way for him in the first time, so
yeah,
you can say he's used to it.
Alright, so with that said, Ken, you decide to make a quick detour, select the coordinates for land and departure, fly your way through the cosmos, battle tons of Heartless, and make your way to the land of departure. But that is where we are going to end this episode.